Henry is a 7.5-year-old red and white smooth-coated border collie. He came to me in a crate in an airplane at 7 weeks of age. It was a big deal for me. I'm the kind of guy who goes back to a store 3 times just to buy a pair of socks. So to buy a dog, a working life partner, it was a big leap of faith for me. First of all, they need to be physically sound. That's one of the things about the border collie. These dogs are bred to work all day, and it could be that same case in an avalanche search and rescue situation. Biddable, so the willingness to work for their master is a big part of it. And their intelligence. Border collies are widely regarded as the smartest breed out there. You don't actually need to be that smart to do this work, but nevertheless he is. And he and I make a perfect team together. Henry's superpower is his sense of smell, but it becomes a usable superpower when teamed up with me, his human, right? And as I mentioned earlier, he and I, we read each other very well. We spend literally, thousands of hours together. We're virtually never apart. He sleeps on a mat beside my bed, and when my feet hit the ground in the morning, he's like, "Okay, Dad, what are we going to do today?" It starts out as a game, and in fact it remains a game throughout the dog's career. They don't know that it's work. We look at it as work, but they don't. They just see it as a game. And it starts out as a very simple game of hide and seek. And you duck down and hide behind a bush or something like that, and the dog can't see you, but he quickly learns that there's something better than seeing, and that's this thing right here on the end of his face, his nose. Okay. Once he figures that out, the world is your oyster. There's virtually nothing you can't do after that point. And you start progressing the game, you make it more and more difficult for him. He starts to learn that I'm looking for things that I can't see. When you get to your first winter course, you start transferring that same game to the snow-covered environment. The dog gets released and he goes, "Okay, this game gets played in the snow as well." Then what happens is we start excavating holes in the snow, putting a light snow cover over the subject that you're looking for. Now he really starts going, "Okay, I'm looking for something that I can't see at all. It's buried underneath the snow, where the scent is percolating up through the snow." I indicate that, and my dad goes crazy over it, right? He gets in there, we start digging, it ends up with a happy game of tug, 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 tug. Has being a movie star gone to Henry's head? No, it has not. He really knows nothing about it. One of the things that makes us such a great team is that he's up for anything. Whatever I happen to be doing that day, he's like, "Okay, Dad, what are we going to do today?" And this film thing, it really was just a blip in time for him. The behaviors that you see Henry do in the film, those are actually behaviors that we do every day at work. What changed though in the film thing was take after take after take. Some of the shots take 30 takes. The bedroom scene, for instance, that was easily 30 takes. And so that really expanded my capabilities as a trainer, handler. We used to believe that we domesticated the dogs. What is becoming clearer now is that the dogs domesticated themselves. They realized that hanging around humans was not a bad thing. We were a constant source of food that we would throw away, food that we would drop on the ground in our eating. I mean, we're talking caveman days, right? But it slowly progressed to where we realized that, we could form a partnership with dogs and they could serve us, and by so doing, we would serve them and make their lives better. So it became this symbiotic relationship where we made each other's lives better just by being in contact with each other. And I believe that is true today. The job that we do, this is how I serve my community through avalanche search and rescue. We spend literally hundreds of hours training for the inevitability that somebody is going to get caught in an avalanche. That's where we come in.
IMAX invites you to discover why our best friends are our best hope. Superpower Dogs, with super narration by me, Chris Evans, major dog fan.
Rated G.